If you're there, come and say hello. I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the cold water exposure I did yesterday up the Campsies. So the last time that I went into the cold water fully submerged was in September, and to be honest, I was just like not really feeling that great after it. That night I ended up having to go to my bed really early, and I felt really ill, and it put me off going into the cold again, and I haven't actually gone back in until the weekend there on Sunday. And a few people have been asking me about it today, and I would say there's a couple of things to think about before you go into the water. So first of all, I have to say that, just noticing I had went through a really major life event when I went into the water last in September. So I think actually at that time I really suffered after it. Really, I was really not good that night. I was totally shivering. I didn't feel right the next day, and that's what put me off. So I think just remembering that whatever you're doing, your body is at different stages at different times. What it was like yesterday, thanks to Gerald and Jed and his troops, we did a hill walk, 90 minutes, and I have to say I was glad that it was with a group of people, because I'm not sure I would have went as far up with the weather yesterday morning. It was rain and wind, but it was really good because I was literally freezing anyway by the time we were ready for the water, so that definitely put a bit at ease in my mind. I hadn't just came for the car and then gone into the heaters. So I've gone from the heaters in the car to the cold water. So that definitely made it a bit easier. I would have to say having a group. So if you're wanting to go into cold water immersions, one of the recommendations is to have cold showers and build that practice up first of all. And I would definitely say that preparation is recommended. Also, one of the other things is to work with your breathing. So having not done it for a while, I really could feel it. There was a lot of experienced people there with me, and they were just, really encouraging me, and that made a huge difference for me, just having some, a group there to support you, encourage you, and and keep you in. I was first to come out. I was slightly worried because where we were, you had to climb a little bit to get back to be able to stand on solid ground, really. It was all really rocky, and when I come out the cold water, my body goes completely numb. So there was this huge tree that had fallen, and I was trying to get over the tree, and my legs were not moving. So there was definitely a little bit of fear with that. And after it, just once we'd got back up to the car, my body felt amazing. I mean, I can understand why athletes do this, because your muscles just feel amazing. I was buzzing for the rest of the day. I've recovered from it much better than the last time. Nothing like the last time. I was my body felt a wee bit tired, mind really alert the whole day. So it definitely made me realise that, if you're going through a major life event in your life, or if you're going through something, you're going through a healing crisis, or your body's recovering from something of some sort, or your mind or emotions, then it could be that the experience you have, it will work on you more. You'll have more of a healing crisis. I call it a healing crisis, so have more of a healing crisis, whereas this time it was actually no problem at all. I fully recovered. I feel amazing. Actually, I've been at the spa today. No difference. Been in hot therapy is more my kind of thing, but I really want to embrace the cold. It was amazing watching experienced people that are really experienced, and how their body, mind, everything reacted to it. Just completely different level. Inspirational. Made me so motivated, so inspired to start doing it more regular as well. So I'm looking forward to getting back in. Obviously, as it gets a wee bit warmer, it'll be good. So cold water therapy, exposure. My advice, if you're wanting to get into this, would be get support, get into a group, people that are experienced that will be able to encourage you, support you, preparation with the breath work, and also cold showers. Why would you do it? Fantastic, really, really revitalising, really refreshing, makes you feel so alive. Love being out in the wild. My whole energy system just felt like it got a really beautiful cleanse yesterday. It felt so fresh, really, really good. Noticed that. And it's just pushing you beyond that boundary in your mind that can sometimes limit you. It makes you, go, right, no, I can do this, and it just gives you that really good mind boost as well. So that's me. I have to say I have fully enjoyed relaxing my body here today. It's been lovely, nice polarity compared to the cold battering and the wind yesterday in the mud. So I'm all cleaned up now and getting into some work for the rest of the day. So yeah, I'd love to hear, if you're watching the replay, let me know if you've done the cold water therapy. Have you fancied it? Is it on your radar? I'm sure there's going to be, if you're in and around Glasgow, there's going to be more of these. It was a charity event, so I'm sure there'll be more of these. So yeah, would love to hear your thoughts on this. And my piece would be from it is what are you putting into tomorrow that can be done today? That's what it's been. If you're me, I know there can be so much, but sometimes you just got to prioritise and get noticeable as well. I was telling myself a story about that, and fair enough, I was really not well after the last time, but I think it was just because there was so much going on. I know I went over that. I'm going to leave it at this after that, but there was so much going on in my body, but there was certainly no way that I had to leave it that amount of time. So that's been a wee lesson for me. All right, well, hope you have a lovely evening.